Okay, we got a couple of cop stories right here. Some really messed up ones, and this one's probably a really outrageous one. You're going to be thinking, really? Wow. Check it out. Teen with water gun killed by an off-duty officer. Teen with water gun shot by a correction officer. And here's the thing that makes this really outrageous. He was having a water gun fight. It was 90 plus degrees at nighttime in New York, near New York City, Brooklyn. And this correction officer pulls up a piece and shoots him point blank in the face. Let's get to it.
An officer decides to kill a teenager who has a toy gun, has now been charged with murder. All right? Let me take you to this story. Let's put up the picture of the victim, full mass here.
Right here.
So sad.
Really is.
A young man who was firing a toy water gun.
Water gun.
That's it. A toy water gun.
Yeah.
Was fatally shot in the Bronx by an off-duty City Department of Corrections officer.
And this is a CO, ladies and gentlemen.
Dion Middleton. Dion Middleton has been charged with murder, manslaughter, and criminal possession of a weapon. No confirmed picture of Middleton can be found at this time. All right, we're going to stay on top of it. Okay. The victim that you see, his name is Raymond Calisant.
Raymond
18 years of age.
18 years old.
He was shot in the face.
In the face.
Okay.
As I stated.
The team was rushed to the hospital, could not be saved. According to the police, the teenager had a water gun, and the water gun.
You want to see what the water gun looks like, ladies and gentlemen?
Let me show you the picture of the water gun.
Look at the water gun.
Look at that.
Look at that. That's a Nerf water gun.
He was killed because an officer said he was in fear of his life because of that water gun.
See, here we go again. Here we go again. We got another officer killing somebody because they mistaken a water gun, a piece of paper, a cell phone, a camera, or their hands with nothing inside, with nothing they're holding. And the officer's excuse was, I was feared for my life. I feel like my life was in jeopardy. I was in fear for my safety or my integrity and safety of my partners. Yep. That's exactly what the cops do. They simply say, I was feared for my life. That's what cops plan to run. That's their defense.
Calisant's older sister, Jareda Esquilin, 29, said her little brother was just taking part in a water gun fight with neighborhood friends on a hot summer night. I can't believe a corrections officer killed my brother, she said. Everything nowadays is a raging thing. They were just having fun, she said. It's a new Nerf gun that shoots water. The whole neighborhood was having a water gun fight. It was 90 degrees outside. Middleton fled the scene of the crime, which is evidence of him knowing what he did was a crime. Middleton works in training at the NYPD shooting range in Rodman's Neck, and he allegedly went to work following the fatal shooting, sources said. Police tracked down Middleton through surveillance canvassing following his vehicle. The corrections officer was arrested at work in Rodman's Neck earlier that day. He went and clocked in. He's a 45-year-old man. Raymond could have been his son. What a coward, said the sister. So let's put up a picture of the commissioner here.
Want to see what the commissioner looks like?
Going on record, he's the commissioner of corrections, all right? Luis Maloney. And the commissioner said in the statement that the very serious charges against Officer Middleton are in no way a reflection of the officers who work to keep our city safe every day. This officer will be immediately suspended without pay. And if the charges are true, he will face the full consequences of the law and be terminated. Here's the problem I have with this. All right. The man has been arrested for murder. You got to get this in context.
Here's the kicker.
The man has been arrested for murder. He's on camera committing the murder.
Yes.
How did they find him? They found him through surveillance cameras. Okay. So they got him on camera. He committed murder. He goes to work. He gets arrested. He's still getting, he's still not terminated.
Yeah. He's only suspended. He's still getting paid.
He's not completely terminated, but they're waiting for the investigation to figure out exactly what's going to happen here. I don't understand this. All right, Dan, help me out. Am I wrong here?
It doesn't seem to be making sense. This corrections officer had nothing to do with this teen who was shot. It wasn't like he was assigned to this teen. It wasn't like this is what you do with corrections officers in those situations. Oh, I got to make sure that my client or whoever I'm working with is on the up and up. I got to point my gun at them. What training do you have? That Nerf gun clearly has an orange tip, which is meant to say, like, hey, this is harmless. Yeah. And when I'm looking at the story, and, like, there's so many angles to do with this. Police accountability, as we've talked about on the show, is absolutely nowhere. But I can't just help thinking, like, can black kids of color, not have a water gun fight in hot weather in this country? Because if this was suburbia, if this was somewhere, that wouldn't be an issue. If a cop were driving by and seeing a water gun fight, he would laugh and smile and go on his merry way. Yeah. But no, because we're in a society where each summer is hotter than the next, and kids are just trying to do what little they can to enjoy being a kid in this kind of society right now, with how dangerous things are, with all they and their adult parents have to be stressed out about. Yep. They can't even have a water gun fight. What do we have in society anymore for these kids? What can they look up to without imagining, oh no, can't have fun, might get shot? It's horrifying.
And just remember, this officer committed this deed and left the scene of the crime. You can't forget that. How does that end up in a suspension? Okay? How?
A suspension.
I don't know any other job you can have where you can literally be arrested for murder. Think about it. Arrested for murder. They got you on camera. And you decided to flee the scene of a murder and you're still not fired. There's a problem. There's a problem in policing. And it's not us. I'm not wrong here. It's nowhere in the...
Yeah, exactly. I want to touch up a couple things before we get out of here. Number one is, I mean, it seems like the cops they've lack of training on it. When you're, like, back in the days, when you're going to the academy, they go through you the loops of training. When you're firing, you're getting your gun out of your holster and you're about ready to fire. They go through your training and says when to fire, when to not fire. It's a judgment call. Okay, he doesn't look like a weapon, so we'll let him go. Oh, Dad, this something. Look, it's a cardboard box or a figure of imagination. Like, say it's like a prop person. They're saying, okay, no gun, so boom, don't fire, okay. Then they give you a score, like, say, if you accidentally fire, oh, you lose point. I mean, okay, so you gain points like that. Okay, he's got this one. He's got a gun. Bah. Okay, no gun there. Let it go. Yeah. And that's the thing. But these cops are not getting trained with that kind of things down there. No, they just go to the little thing, and they'll say, okay, you ready, da-da-da-da. Then you get your bun, your badge, shield, and don't they get the training about when to recognize, like, a cell phone, a camera, a piece of paper, or just anything in the hand, a non-gun, especially a water gun, and it's an orange one. It says Nerf on it, and you know there's water coming out of it, or he's having a good time playing with his friends on a hot summer day. Yeah, it's crazy. And the other thing I want to touch up on as well too. I mean, this is why I support firefighters, because you know why? Firefighters get paid to save people and to put out fires as well. Cops, they get paid. Even if they kill somebody, they still get paid. They just get spending, or they just get reprimanded to desk duty. That's the same amount of cops. People say, oh, well, the cops get paid to save. Well, yeah, well, no. Cops get paid, doesn't matter what the situation, doesn't matter if they arrest, or to break up a situation. I mean, yeah, I like the cops that like to save people, go out of the way to help somebody. But there are cops that just don't give a shit. They like to kill people. And this is why we hate the cops. That's why people are saying, fuck the police. Defund the police. And this is another case of happy fuck the cops day. Come and get some bitches. Yeah, with that, I'm out of here. Mike Jump. Peace out. Much love and blessing prayers.